name is Olive Sheehan from Leens Hotel in Abbeyfeale. I'm here in the Abbeyfeale region, I suppose, 30 odd years, starting in the Devon Inn. I run Leens Hotel here with my husband Morris, and it's part of the Sheehan family group. So we have the Devon Inn, Leens and the Imperial in Tralee. There is a great sense of community spirit in Abbeyfeale, and also a lot of people work together, and I suppose would see the potential of town and the potential of working together. For example, I suppose the organising group in town really would be Abbeyfeale Community Council. They're the umbrella group. In fairness, we've always lacked, I suppose, to a certain degree, a certain amount of cohesion to bring people together to apply for grants. And in fairness, Morris and his committee are outstanding for that. And then we work in tandem with that for little groups. For example, St. Paddy's Day Parade, the field crafters, the Christmas lights, the biodiversity, the tourist office, they're all connected with this umbrella. So yes, we do see the potential in town. We see that you have to work hard with it. We've had a couple of very successful hits, if you might call it that, lately. For example, we had the group Cara. They came up with the idea of the calendar for the 12 months of the year. Fantastic coverage there, really bringing national coverage to Abbeyfeale, what could be done in this small town, and at the same time a cheque of over 13,000, I believe, handed over for cancer facilities, etc. So I suppose, being in the tourist trade and tourism trade, West Limerick, we see it, I suppose, as a gateway on the Wild Atlantic Way, I suppose, from Limerick to Kerry. There's a huge amount of traffic coming through town, but there's also a lot of traffic actually stopping in town, and what they want to do is use town as a base to explore. You have the fabulous town park, you have our lovely heritage trail that's 2 years new, and that really is a fabulous amenity from the town, and that's going to be developed. We just opened the tourist office up the town, so we're just seeing that really as, I suppose, a catalyst really for things that can happen in town. We now have a base. You know, it might develop that might be the area that we might do walking tours of the heritage trail in town, whatever. We also have Pert Castle, I suppose. That's probably a little hidden gem that has to be developed yet. And then we obviously have our Gloric Theatre. Now the Gloric Theatre, I suppose it has really reinvigorated itself maybe the last 3 or 4 years. There's an awful lot of performances there. And even in the hotel we enjoy working like dinner theatre packages, but also people stay in the hotel just to, you know, to use the facilities and enjoy a play, and I suppose enjoy the Abbeyfeale facilities that are there. So I suppose in addition to I suppose ad hoc tourists that come into town, we have a couple of things then that are here for 50 years. The Flower by the Field are celebrating 50 years, I believe, next year. So that would see a weekend of fabulous entertainment, tradition, and like everything, they are building on what's already there, and they're encouraging new things to happen. And last year was a very, very successful year for them. The St. Patrick's Day Parade is another one with a huge parade this year. I suppose a couple of us got involved just to give a little bit of a help, and what we focused on really was children coming into town, and the hinterland communities then, they had their parades, and because we're fortunate that ours is at 4 o'clock, kind of this is seen as the finale parade, if that makes sense. Our theme was the Limerick Greenway. Limerick City and County Council gave us a hand with some marketing and merchandising, and it really worked well for us. So I suppose the biggest and newest attraction here in West Limerick, extending all the way from Rathkeale and presently to Listowel, is the Limerick City and County Council Greenway and the Kingdom of Kerry Greenways. The Barnagh Greenway Hub opened 2021, the same time as the Greenway. Now, the fact that the Abbeyfeale to Listowel end of it has opened will be huge again, because a lot of people do Greenways of Ireland, and they do every Greenway. So what we're seeing is that the people that originally came in 2021, 22, now are coming back, and they want to do the Listowel end of it and the Tralee Fianna end of it. But I suppose, what does it mean for Abbeyfeale? I suppose, bed nights and tourists and cyclists coming in. There's a lot of businesses that are starting up like this. Glamping now, for example, in Templeglantine. You know, when would you have thought you'd have glamping pods in Templeglantine? From my own point of view, I suppose in Barnagh, the business I have the cafe. So we started off with a cafe and a playground and crazy golf. And now I suppose there's 4 businesses there. So we have locomotion bike rental and the shop there. They rent bikes, but they also have the shop there for all the outdoor gear. Kerry the painted pot. That's a new pottery business just because of the location and the Greenway. And we also have the Barnagh honey. We have beehives over there, and Hayden Gilbert then, he's our beekeeper. The honey's produced in Barnagh. He harvests it and we sell the honey, and we also use the honey. And it is really, really, really successful. There are 4 businesses that have opened already since 2021, and there's many more to come. We really are looking forward to the new town plan, the new traffic management system that will allow for car parks to be developed so that people can stop and shop and enjoy the good services that are in town. Hopefully we'll have a nice square that might encourage more coffee shops, more people just to stop and dwell, because we are on a very busy thoroughfare. People do want to stop, but you're not going to stop unless it's convenient and there's nice things to stop to. So I suppose I'll borrow a phrase: if you can't see it, you can't be it. And I definitely have great enthusiasm and pride in Abbeyfeale, and I think there's enough community spirit here in Abbeyfeale. When we get together, we can do anything.